In this video, we are talking about affordable housing. Keep on watching. Hey, what's up? It's Riggs, a realtor with Coldwell Banker King Thompson, bringing you all things real estate here in Central Ohio. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about an affordable housing option here in Columbus. And the reason I'm doing this video is for two reasons. One, I wanted to bring you an affordable housing option. I do recognize it is not for every buyer that would be considering purchasing a home, but it is an option that we have available that I wanted to bring to you. But secondly, I have been hearing really mixed things about this land trust. So it intrigued me and made me want to do a video to at least offer my view to potential buyers looking to buy here in Columbus, to let you know my thoughts on, is it a good option or not? So today we are talking about the Central Ohio Community Land Trust, which is a subsidiary of the Central Ohio Community Improvement Corporation and the Franklin County Land Bank. So this is a land trust, and there are about 250 land trusts throughout the U.S. And land trusts essentially were designed to help preserve housing affordability. And honestly, I believe to also really try to reduce gentrification by providing affordable housing to folks who are living in respective areas. Now, let me start by saying two things. One, I recognize wholeheartedly that affordable housing is different for every single person. So my video is not meant to say this is the only affordable housing option that you should be seeking or this is affordable. I'm not saying that. I'm just offering information. But I also understand that everyone can have a different view on this whole topic. So I am only providing a 30,000 foot view of this program, of this land trust, because I understand the importance of staying in your own lane. And honestly, I've had a chance to connect with the land trust. I've asked lots of questions, and I think it is a wonderful option that is currently available for folks to pursue if they are eligible in this space. So again, not meant to dismiss the fact that affordability is different for everyone, and this is not meant to be an all-inclusive video on this trust. You need to reach out to the folks who have all the information that can really help you determine if you're eligible. I just want to give you a big picture view. All right, so let's talk about the program. You guys know I've been talking a lot here in my videos, if you've been watching for some time, about Columbus and our market is just growing. We've been a top 10 market for months and months and months. And so with all that positive growth brings some challenges to the folks who are currently here as residents, folks who are looking to move here. And again, to each his own, it's going to be different for every single person. But this land trust is really quite unique and, in my opinion, a good first start option for the city and the land trust and the folks who are involved in this to really help address affordable housing. I think there's so much more we can do, and that's something that clearly I'm not the decision maker of that, but I do believe there's more that can be done. But I have to recognize that it is a great start. I don't think I'm being fair if I don't say that. I think it's a wonderful start. So let's talk about the program. So the Community Land Trust works with developers to build residential new construction homes in areas that are seeing pretty rapidly increasing home prices. So the land trust is focusing on areas currently at the time of this video in some areas of the south side of Columbus, some areas in the near east side of Columbus, and then Franklinton and Wyland Park are the initial kind of focus areas that have been released. I do not know if they're going to expand beyond that, so I'm not going to speak to that. I'm only going to speak to what I can pull in the material on their website and what the contact person at the Community Land Trust and the Land Bank let me know about. So how this all works is you do have to be an income eligible buyer. And by that I mean your income based on your household size cannot exceed 120% of the HUD's income guideline limit. And there's no deviating from that. So this is where it's going to be really key to contact the land bank so that you can go through their required process to determine if you're income eligible. So how does this work? The buyer owns the structure or the house itself, the new construction built home. However, the buyer does not own the land. The land trust owns the land, and they have a 99-year lease on the land. And so all of those new construction homes are built on lots currently that are owned by the land bank. Now, why would the land trust and the land bank even do this? Well, the reality is how land trusts work. They are a great answer to be able to control a housing affordability. And so there's about 250 land trusts throughout the U.S. So Columbus is not new to this, and I do believe Columbus is a little bit behind the 8 ball when you think about doing this in comparison to some other cities. So they have been around for a while, and I know for me it was a whole new concept. I had no idea, so that's why I wanted to make sure I say that. This is not a new concept. This is something that's been happening all across the U.S. in different markets. So I talked about those income requirements that are needed. The buyer will have to meet income requirements that are set by the HUD's guidelines. You cannot deviate from that. The buyer will also have to attend a HUD-approved home buyer education course, which I think is always a great course to take, going through this program or not. It is a wonderful way for you to learn about the home buying process if you're a first-time buyer. So I think that's a great option, super simple to do, and I know a lot of the organizations that offer the approved course make it very convenient for folks to be able to take that, and they walk away. Many of the clients I've worked with walk away feeling so empowered, so informed, and it makes for a really great relationship between them and I when they have that knowledge, and I can just build upon that during their home buying process. In addition, I will also say that the land bank does have an entire process that you have to follow. So they do require that you connect with a realtor, which I think is a wonderful thing. And they do this because they want to ensure that you have representation to represent your best interest. And so they're being a wonderful player with real estate agents in our market, but really wanting to ensure that you are protected and you have another resource to be able to ask questions as you're going through the home buyer process. So they do require that you're working with a realtor. They obviously require that you are income eligible. They require that you go through a home buyer education course. And then they have a couple of other key components to ensure you are eligible for the program. So I say all that to tell you, you can't just find your real estate agent, have them submit an offer for one of these properties, and you're good to go. It does not work that way. You want to find your realtor, let your realtor know you have an interest in properties that are available through the land trust. And then what they want to do is contact the land bank and let them know that they have a client who's interested and start that initial verification process. And then the folks at the land bank will make sure that they walk you through that. And then once you've met those requirements, then you're going to be eligible to fully submit an offer for properties that are available in the respective areas that I shared with you. So again, this video was meant to be a really big picture overview of this program. It was not meant to give you every single detail because I'm not the expert in that space like the folks are over at the land bank. I actually spent some time with them this week to learn more about the program, and I'm actually quite excited about it, which is why I wanted to bring you this video to really debunk some of the things I've heard here in Columbus about it. You know, some folks have gotten really hung up on the fact that you, as the buyer, do not own the land, and to me it seems so not important in the bigger scheme of things to be able to purchase a brand new newly built home in an area and in these areas that have so much history, so much culture. And oh, I didn't mention the fact that there is a subsidy that can be provided. So if the home appraises at this level here and you're only pre-approved at about this level here, and there's some criteria there, but I don't want to start stating numbers just for sake of keeping my video here valid, but there is some room for some subsidy there that can be provided to you, or some funding that can help close the gap and allow you to purchase a home that is still affordable for you, but the home's value is greater. So again, check out the website here, get more information. The website, in my opinion, does a really great job of just giving you some of the initial insight, but I highly recommend, if you are interested, to connect with the realtor, get that process going, and then contact this organization so that you can go through the process to best position yourself to take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. Well, if you could, in the comment section below, let me know if you've heard of this program. What are your thoughts? What are your questions, or what are your concerns? Let me know down in the comment section. I'm very curious if this video was helpful and if it's caused you to rethink your home buying purchase this year as a result of knowing about this program. So hit me up in the comment section and let me know. As always, if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel if you want to know about all things here in Columbus. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Well, that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. You stay fabulous and productive, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.